Imagine being able to make it rain on command or stop a hurricane mid-spin. It sounds like the stuff of sci-fi or conspiracy, but governments around the world have actually tried to control the weather for a very long time, and some of them succeeded. Let's dive into the most bizarre, most ambitious, and most unsettling real experiments in weather control. From homemade rainmakers to Cold War hurricanes to a government report literally called Owning the Weather in 2025. Let's get into it. It's 1915. San Diego is parched, so the city hires a man named Charles Hatfield who claims he can summon rain using a secret chemical brew. He builds a tower outside the city, starts evaporating his mystery concoction, and guess what? It works. A bit too well. Rain pours for days, dams burst, 20 people die. The city refuses to pay him unless he accepts responsibility for the disaster. Hatfield says he just did what they asked. To this day, no one knows what was in his formula, but it remains one of the first and deadliest successful weather experiments in modern history. Fast forward to 1947, General Electric scientists and the U.S. military launch Project Cirrus, an attempt to weaken a real hurricane by seeding it with silver iodide. They fly in, they seed the clouds, and then the hurricane suddenly changes direction and slams into Savannah, Georgia. Oops. Do I see a pattern here? Was it coincidence? Maybe, but the public wasn't buying it. The experiment was quietly shut down, or at least they claimed it was. Now, let's talk weather warfare. In the 1960s, during the Vietnam War, the U.S. military launched a classified mission to turn the monsoon season into a weapon. It was called Operation Popeye. Planes secretly seeded clouds over the Ho Chi Minh Trail, creating weeks of extra rain, enough to flood roads, slow down enemy supply lines, and turn dirt paths into muddy quagmires. The internal slogan, "Make mud, not war." It worked, and it spooked the world. By 1977, the UN banned weather modification for warfare under the Environmental Modification Convention. Yes, we literally had to make weather war illegal. In 1996, the U.S. Air Force published a report titled, Owning the Weather in 2025. It wasn't a plan, more like a thought experiment, but it explored how weather manipulation could one day be used for military dominance, controlling fog for stealth, making rain to disable radar, or even engineered droughts. It sounds like conspiracy fuel, but the document is real, and we're now in 2025. The weather isn't weaponized, that we know of, but it is being engineered. And, coincidence or not, it's once again being done right around the same time as natural weather disasters happening. Now, let's get into the weirdest real-world weather control wins. Russia has been using cloud-seeding aircraft since the 1980s to guarantee clear skies for parades. Victory Day in Moscow, sunshine, always. In one case, a plane dropped a 50-pound bag of cement meant to pulverize into particles. It didn't. It crashed through a house, no injuries, just one very confused homeowner. In China, ahead of the 2008 Olympics, the government fired rockets loaded with silver iodide into clouds to make them rain before the games. It worked. Opening ceremonies, clear skies. In Thailand, the late King Bhumibol personally developed rainmaking technology and got it patented. Yes, a king literally became a certified rain engineer. And in Australia, researchers are now spraying sea salt particles into the sky to brighten clouds and cool the Great Barrier Reef. It's part of a larger push to geoengineer the climate, not just the weather. From backyard rainmakers, to classified weather wars, to sky-brightening tech in the name of coral reefs, weather control isn't science fiction. It's science history, and it's still unfolding. Which raises the question, if we can control the weather, should we? Let us know what you think in the comments. And if you liked this odd slice of history, hit that like button like it owes you a sunny day. Subscribe to the Odd Index for more strange truths that don't care how impossible they sound.